Hello everybody, welcome back to LAB on this lovely sunny September day. Not so much, not looking so positive outside, but I'm hoping that after this video you will be feeling a lot more positive about your legal career. I know that this year has been really disappointing and frustrating for so many of you who are planning to get lots of legal work experience under your belt and vacation placements that just haven't been able to happen because of the present circumstances. But I really wanted to make this video to convey to you that all is not lost, because there is so much that you can do online to continue boosting your CV and your employability, even in the absence of physical placements and physical events. All the courses that I'm about to recommend in this video are completely accessible to you as law students, so there is literally no reason why you shouldn't be doing these courses. They also all come highly recommended by other law students and other legal professionals, so it's not just my advice you're taking. These are tried, tested and proven courses that have really, really good results, so they're all going to be really great additions to your CV. Let's jump in with the first one that I want to talk about, which is the LexisNexis certification. If you are a law student, LexisNexis should already be familiar to you. If you are not familiar with LexisNexis and you are studying law, then you need to start showing up, because every university offering law has a LexisNexis subscription. If you're about to start your law degree, then all of this will become very familiar to you very shortly. LexisNexis is kindly sponsoring this video after I heard a lot of great things about their certification courses, so I'm really pleased to be talking to you about them today. You have probably come across LexisNexis in the form of Lexis Library, which is a legal research tool. That's the primary reason that you would come across it as a law student, and I cannot tell you how important it is to have good legal research skills as an incoming trainee or working in any aspect of the legal profession. I had to do legal research on my work experience placements, on my vacation schemes, and throughout my training contract. I still do a little bit of it now, but I mainly delegate to a trainee for those kind of tasks. So legal research is an absolute classic junior lawyer task, and having skills in this area is absolutely invaluable. LexisNexis is used by 96 out of the top 100 law firms across the UK, so you're almost guaranteed to be using this tool once you get into a law firm and start practicing. So it's such a useful platform to be able to use before you even start. Not only will you be attractive to law firms because they'll see that you can already use the software, but it will also be so helpful for you when you start to be able to use this accurately and be able to cut down your research time by miles because you already know the ins and outs of it. Lexis Library offer two different certifications, the foundation level and the advanced level. If you've already used LexisNexis, then the foundation level should come relatively easily to you, but I'd recommend doing that one as an intro just so you get the certification before you move on to the advanced level. The advanced certification will test your more in-depth usage of the platform. It will check not only that you can identify relevant case law, but that you can also understand and interpret it correctly. It will check that you can understand what the green tick means, that you know whether that's still good law or not, whether it's in force, whether it's being appealed, so that you can provide the most accurate information back to your supervisor. Each course consists of 15 multiple choice questions. I'll put an example of what one of them looks like here on screen, and you can take the test as many times as you need to in order to pass. When you pass, you'll get a jazzy certificate that looks like this, which you can put in your portfolio and you can post about on LinkedIn if you want to, and it will look really good on your CV to prospective employers. All UK universities have a LexisNexis subscription, so you can access this through your student portal using your login details. If you're not sure what your login details are, then please ask your course leader or your lecturers, and I'm sure one of them will be able to tell you. I'll put a link in the description so you can access all these courses directly, so you don't have to worry about searching for them on the internet. LexisNexis also offer another certification through their PSL platform. This is a slightly different platform that you're likely to use more when you get into practice, because this is a platform which provides more in-depth advice and practice notes for specific practice areas of the profession. For example, if you want to know how to conduct an arbitration or draft a contract, you can put that into PSL and it will produce a whole load of guidance notes written by other leading professionals about that topic. This is really useful if you find yourself in a situation in practice where there isn't anyone to ask, or you want to ask but you're not sure if it's appropriate because you think it's something that you should know already. Particularly in this new remote landscape, there is often a situation where you need the answer to something and there is just not anyone around to ask. There is so much information on Lexis PSL that this is the next best thing to having your supervisor or another solicitor around. So being able to use this effectively is a really, really useful skill. Not every university has a PSL subscription, but if it does, then I'd really recommend doing that course as well. Same deal, 15 multiple choice questions. None of these courses are going to take you a very long time to do it, and as I mentioned, you can do them as many times as you need to in order to hit that pass mark and get the certificate. It's an absolute no-brainer. Next thing I want to talk about are virtual internships. I came across virtual internships a year or so ago when Linklaters introduced their own one through Inside Sherpa, and since then a number of other major law firms have teamed up with Inside Sherpa, including White & Case, Pinsent Masons, and more recently Clifford Chance. A virtual internship is the next best thing to a real life vacation placement, and most of you watching this video have probably never set foot inside a large corporate/commercial law firm, and this really gives you a good insight into what that is really like. I can promise you that actually practicing law in a law firm is entirely different to studying academically or anything else that you've ever experienced unless you've worked in a law firm. So actually taking that time to get an insight into what it's really like is not only great to put on your CV, but it's also helpful for you to figure out if this is really what you want to do. These courses tend to be a little bit longer. They tend to be about 5 or 6 hours long, but compared to a week-long VAC scheme, it's really not much time out of your day. Several of these don't have any entry criteria or any assessment process, so literally anyone can do them. So why would you not? If there's a firm that you really want to work for that doesn't yet have an online platform or the opportunity to do virtual work experience, keep checking because new ones are being added to the platform all the time. Clifford Chance only recently announced their collaboration in the last couple of months, so keep an eye out, or even on other platforms as well. The best place to find out about virtual work experience opportunities is on the firm's website. So if you have a firm that you're really passionate about, that you really want to try and gain some work experience with, keep an eye on their website as often as you can. Finally, it would be remiss of me to go an entire video about upskilling without mentioning my favourite topic, which is legal tech. Those of you who've been following me for a while or keeping up with any kind of legal news will know what a profound impact technology is having on the profession. And the more you can understand that and the applications of technology in the practice of law, the better chance you'll have of getting a training contract because you will be able to answer those commercial awareness questions really well. And the better chance you'll have of actually progressing in your career once you start, because technology is such an important part of a lawyer's day-to-day life now, and understanding how that technology works and how it can help us to provide a better service for our clients will only help you progress within the firm. These recommendations that I'm about to give you have come straight from one of the undisputed queens of legal tech, Catherine Bamford. Some of you will probably know her already. She featured on the Live Lounge a few weeks ago. She is a renowned document automation specialist who's worked for some of the most impressive innovation teams across the UK, including Pinsent Masons and Deloitte, and she now runs her own business, BAM Legal. So I had a chat with her and got these recommendations straight from her, so you know they are good courses. First ones I want to mention are about coding. Now, I'm not going to resile from my previous position where I've said that lawyers do not need to learn to code. I still think they don't need to learn to code, but that's not to say it's not useful. There are many, many transferable skills that you can take from learning to code and bring them into your practice as a lawyer. For example, the analytical and process-driven nature of learning a coding language. Also, the fact that you have some understanding of the language of computers will look really good on your CV because, as I mentioned, technology is having such a huge impact on the profession, and you can guarantee that many of the people who are more senior than you within the legal business that you're applying for will not understand the language of computers at all. So it will really help your CV stand out, which is what getting a training contract is all about. 2 courses that Catherine recommended. The first one is MIMO, M-I-M-O, and the second one is Coding with Pav. Pav is actually a legal engineer at Pinsent Masons, so that course will be slightly more tailored towards the legal profession and innovation in the context of the practice of law. So check those out and let me know what you think. Also, on the theme of legal tech, contract drafting and automation are major buzzwords within that field, and Avoca are offering some free courses if you're interested in that side of things. Also, if you are interested in legal tech as a concept, then speak to your university because a number of universities are partnering with legal tech startups to offer courses and more insight into what they do. So double check with your course leader or lecturer to find out if there's any kind of links that your university has with tech providers. I will put links to all of the ones I've just mentioned in the description, as always. Okay folks, that is a wrap. Hopefully I've inspired you to go out and upskill yourselves over the next few months. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Happy upskilling, guys. See you next time.